gents, this is the moment you've waited for. You've been searching in the dark.
To prepare for the trip, we attended a weekly class where we talked about things like servant leadership, privilege, and got an overview of the history and culture of Jamaica. After almost 20 hours of traveling, we finally arrived in Montego Bay to begin our week-long journey in Jamaica. On Sunday, we attended a church service, and this was just the beginning of our group immersing ourselves into the Jamaican culture. I think we were all able to agree that one of the best parts was the incredible Jamaican cuisine. Throughout the week, we served at 2 schools to fulfill the needs of the students. When we were completing the service projects, we had the opportunity not only to interact with the labor workers, but the students as well. Besides the service projects, we were also able to have some fun while we were on the trip. Whether this be during the Black River boat tour, exploring Wyeth Falls, or just hanging out at the beach at the end of a long day.
From this class and the trip, we learned about the Jamaican culture and its traditions. In addition to what we had learned about the Jamaican culture, we engaged in conversation and reflection, helping us learn more about ourselves. Throughout the duration of the semester and on the trip, we learned more about our personal leadership styles and how we use those different leadership styles to work as a team towards a common goal. As we spent time traveling the country, our eyes were open to the differences in living situations compared to that back home. What we might see as adversity or below standards in our daily lives was the Jamaican citizens' reality. Citizens live without windows and air conditioning, and most were with minimal or no electricity. What we take for granted is a luxury in most areas we travel. It humbled me as a person when considering how lucky I am and what I can offer in return. As we traveled to and from our work sites, we saw students and citizens walking to and from their daily destinations. When thinking about what we typically complain about here in the United States, it put into perspective the magnitude of our problems and how fortunate we are. This trip has opened new doors for many of us to offer service and support to those around us.
After this trip, we've been inspired to work with nonprofit organizations. We have a new passion for helping others and making a difference. From class and on this trip, we learned that we can use our passion to teach and inspire others. We talked in class a lot about privilege and how we can use it to empower others. We are considered to be in a comfortable economic situation, so we want to offer our time and money to empower others to have the same opportunities. What's important to remember, however, is that you don't have to travel hundreds of miles to see these differences. There's impacts to be made in our communities locally as well. Moving forward, we think as a community we have the opportunity to grow as a whole and take what we have learned in class and on the trip and apply it to those around us in our community. We sometimes forget that service is needed in our community as we reach out to organizations around us. We can change the idea of service from our large network to promote and inspire others. If we were to share about the efforts we put forth and inspire others around us to take part in growing this community, we have the potential to do great things.